Hello guys, this is KCB Vlogs or TBC Production here as I'm back doing a new vlog on my vlog channel here. And so today I'm doing another book review course on the original Goosebumps book series. And of course as by the title today I'll be doing a review on Beware the Snowman. As I did talk about it in the previous video on how to kill a monster, I decided to do this one as well, as this is I guess the last Goosebump book review I'll do for the Halloween season, and I'll just do the Goosebump books reviews on books that I do have, and actually do some next year in the Halloween season, which would be perfect to do. So, so as for this one actually was great to actually read. And of course, I said in the previous video, I only read this in 2018, which was 7 years ago. And me going back to reading it again was kind of a good thing. I love the atmosphere in this story completely. And the pacing of the story was great. You kind of it just keeps you like on the edge of your seat and all that stuff, and kind of keeps you engaged throughout the whole story. So, of course, we follow a character named Jacqueline who actually basically moved from her home in Chicago with her Aunt Greta to, of course, to I guess the Arctic Circle, and I guess almost like Alaska or Shapia, I think that's probably what it's called. But I think it probably is a real place in the country somewhere, so I know what it is. So if she gets there, of course, it's winter time, it's snow, it's cold, and she knows that there's all these snowmen in each spot, of course, where these people live, and it's kind of makes her feel strange. And she actually kind of remembers a poem that she remember her mom used to say, and kind of it's like glimpses of it. It's kind of like it's like it's just like something that she can only remember when she was younger. But of course, as she tries to figure out that poem, just kind of came back into her mind. But of course, she kind of felt very kind of like weird about that. There's a man that's in the town where they're staying, and he kind of basically keeps her like warned, like basically don't not there's like an area that she tries to understand or try to go to. He always keeps her at bay or try to keep her stay away. Don't go near, not don't go near the you know all that. So it's kind of like throughout the story, she's trying to figure out why is this man telling her, stay away. And of course, he has like a white wolf with him, which is kind of surprising. And she met I think two other kids in the story as well. They told her about there's like a snowman at the top of this mountain or so in the and that's where she was trying to go, see if it's really true. There is a evil snowman in the mountain where in the town. So it's kind of like she wants to try to figure out like what what is this, or what is this true or so. And she kind of had like moments like she gets out in the middle of the night, try to go through the town and see. And she knows that it's like these snowmans are like watching her and all this stuff. And it's kind of like it keeps you like, is 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 this true, or is it like it just keeps you guessing. And that's what I like about the whole pacing of the story. It's kind of surprising this story is only 113 pages, which it makes sense for the story. Like I said, like if it was expanded more, I think it would have been a lot of good points and a lot of good uh, stuff for the story. But as I say, this one is actually great. When I first read this one 7 years ago, I was like, wow, I didn't know this one actually was pretty good, you know? Of course, this book is like in between, I think, um, Calling All Creeps and How I Learned to Fly, which is surprisingly one of the books that a lot of people kind of, I don't even think he wrote that book. I mean, like there were a lot of those people that were doing that in those videos and reviews of the books and stuff. Like they would say, like this one is ghost written. I don't think he wrote this story. I mean, they will say a lot of random shit, and it's kind of surprising. But as I say, this one is actually surprising. Like there's only two stories that actually deal with like the winter, kind of. I guess Abominable Snowman. They went to Alaska, and this one has that winter style. And it's kind of rare in this series actually have a story that's surrounded with snow and all that stuff, which is kind of good for this story completely. And I kind of like that. I mean, like I said, the atmosphere was great in this story. I mean, it makes you feel the cold. It makes sense. So that's why I kind of like about it. I mean, the whole story completely. And Jacqueline's character is actually great too. I think she was actually a great character to follow, and it was kind of, like I said, like how the pacing and how she's trying to figure out something, and it kind of makes you like is she going to solve this or this is going to be unsolved? We don't know, and just keeps me guessing. I mean, like I'm just reading it and then turn like, oh, something about to happen, and then of course uh, then I turn the page and like oh, that's what happened. Like I mean, like I said, it just keep you guessing. Like, is this gonna happen or what's gonna happen next? So that's what I like about this one. And of course, it was surprisingly one of the ones that I read for the first time. Never actually read this one, and it's kind of a like one of the ones I never read before when I was like in fifth grade or nothing like that. And of course, I do have another copy of this book since this one was the one I was reading from. I had it for a long time. You kind of see how it looks. Of course, it looks faded and all that. Of course, and I have the actual original copy of this book with I think the word the Goosebump logo was red. The book cover was red, and it was the same cover like this. So it's the original, the font style, not the. This is the re-release version of the book because these were really re-released like 2003, and they were this font like the Series 2000 books, and that's what this one is. So I actually have a second copy of the actual original that's in good condition, while this is the older copy I had that I read from. And of course, I have to say, it was kind of great to going back to the story and remembering the story, and it was kind of a good memory. And I have to say, it's one of those books that actually you have to actually check out and read. Like, as some people will go and say, chicken, that book is garbage, all that stuff, and they just bash on any book, of course. As this was in the, I guess, the 50s sections, I guess. Um, of course, the Blob that ate everyone is my favorite. It's one of my favorites as well in there. And of course, I do like Don't Go to Sleep. I actually like the book more than I actually like the, of course, yeah, the episode. Then How to Learn to Fly was great too. So I can't bash on that. Of course, that was actually a good story to read. And oh yeah, and I can't forget the Haunted School. So only ones in the 50 sections I never read, of course, which surprisingly, I never read the book Calling All Creeps as a book, only saw the episode. Like I said, guys. So it's the same thing, like I said, like I seen the episodes of those stories from the TV show, like Vampire Breath and Calling All Creeps. And I did read Attack of the Jack O' Lanterns as a book, and I actually watched the episode as well. Um, let's see. Like I said, I read Don't Go to Sleep, the book, and I seen, of course, the episode. And the Blob That Ate Everyone. Um, let's see the other ones. I seen the episode My Best Friend is Invisible, but I never read the actual. I think I read the book once when I was in school. Uh, Never read Deep Trouble 2, but I did read the first one. Let's see. Oh, and of course, the cover that kind of scares me the most, of course, The Curse of Camp Cold Lake. Never read the story, but definitely would get that one as well. And of course, I read The Haunted School. So in the 50 sections, of course, there were some books in there I did actually read, and there was some I never read. And of course, I never read the last three rare books. So of course, like I said in the Goosebump book, the discussion video from last year, and in the episode the Girl Cried Monster video, I never read Werewolf Skin, and I never read I Live in Your Basement or Monster Blood 4, because those three books are completely rare. And that's why, till this day, I hope to get them one day when there are a good price on them, because those are very, very rare. And I think Legend of the Lost Legend is too, and it's another one. I think it's Legend of the Lost Legend, and is it the Phantom of the Auditorium? They're kind of the rare ones. I believe so. I think those two are. But overall, like I said, for this book, of course, I recommend you guys to check this one out. It's worth to read, and I say it's a good one. Uh, it kind of makes sense. Like, I wish this one did have an episode, which would have been cool. But as I can say of this, if it was expanded more, it probably would have been very cool seeing like as a 200-page book, or kind of fleshing out more of the story, which I kind of think would be amazing. Just like I said about How to Kill a Monster, like if they were like expanded more or for like 200-page book or so, I say it would be amazing to see. But this one, I recommend you guys to actually read Beware the Snowman, and it's actually a good episode. Conclusion to the Goosebump reviews for the Halloween season, since it kind of makes sense. You're getting closer to the colder season, and that kind of makes sense to throw in a story that's set in the cold. Get it? So of course, yeah. So I definitely will do more Goosebump book reviews, especially. I have to do some more. So of course, as you know, some people probably got, I guess, upset. Of course, I didn't do Haunted Mask or Night Living Dummy, but next year I will. I'll definitely do those because those guys will be pissed off if I did not do Night Living Dummy or the Haunted Mask because that'll be, you should have done those books. Those are the best books. But as to you guys, like I said, from I guess Night Living Dummy, I actually like the second book more than I like the first one. But I did like the first story as well, so I did not hate on it. But the second one always been so memorable to me. So it kind of makes sense of surprising they did the episode. They only did Night Living Dummy 2 and 3, and kind of makes sense because if you read Night Living Dummy 2, it's the same like Night Living Dummy 1. Instead, it was two dummies in the book of the first book, but one of them was doing all the, you know, and then surprisingly in the end, the dummy that we thought that could have been the villain throughout this whole entire book is the villain. Get it? So it's not surprising to kind of see they just this time they just actually have Slappy as the main villain. So that's why. And of course, the Haunted Mask. I will definitely do the Haunted Mask, and that will be since toward the Halloween season to do that one. So it's possible Nightling Dummy will be first. And I guess I will do the first book, and I will just talk about, I guess, both of them at the same time. I never read the third book, so that I do have it, but I never read it at all because I always saw the episode of the third book. But I say the ones I probably will do. Um, I'm going to hope to get some Series 2000 books. That's why I hope for to get some to do next year as well. So I really want to try to do one of those, and especially the one I actually want to read again, of course, is Cry of the Cat, and want to see how Creature Teacher is as well because I never read that one at all. The cover always scared me, so kind of I really want to actually see that one because I only read two Series 2000 books in my lifetime when I was in middle school, and it was Cry of the Cat, and it was Scream School. So that was the only two I actually read from Series 2000. Like I seen all the other ones like Brain Juice, Are You Terrified Yet, Fright Camp, and I'm Your Evil Twin, and The Body Squeezers and all that. But I want to actually try to get to those books as well. So of course, I kind of have to put that at the end of this video, of course, so you guys know what my future plans to do for the next year for the book reviews. Definitely will do more Goosebump book reviews, and of course, as the next uh, video, it will be on one Fear Street book I do have here, and of course, that'll be in the next episode as they will conclude the Halloween season. And this one is All Night Party. That's the one that I was talking about. And that will be the last video for the Halloween season to do the book review. So hope you guys stay tuned for that one. So check out Beware the Snowman. I say it's a good story to read and definitely is a good one. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. And see you guys next time. And of course, stay tuned for the last video, of course, for the book review for the Halloween season. And we'll be checking out the review on Fear Street All Night Party. So see you guys and peace.